The Crazy Rock game looks fun, a bit like Angry Birds actually, and it even claims you can earn real money just by playing. But is that actually true, or is it just another one of those games that waste your time and never really pay? Several of my viewers here on my channel have asked me about it, so I tested myself to find out, and the results were interesting. I'll go over it all in this video so you can find out if it's for you or not. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael, and on this channel here I test apps and websites that claim you can make money online, so you can see what's really worth your time and what's not. And today we're looking at the Crazy Rock game app, which already has over 1 million downloads and looks surprisingly polished for a so-called money game. But once you start playing, things get a lot more confusing, especially when it comes to how you're supposed to earn and whether you will ever actually reach the payout threshold. So let's take a closer look inside the app and see exactly how it works, what I found during my testing, and whether it's something I'd recommend or not. So let's start by going over who can join. And Crazy Rock game is an app only for Android devices. It doesn't say exactly which countries it's available in, but it does look like it's available in more or less all countries. But before you rush to the Google Play Store to download it, please watch this full video so you know exactly what to expect. So let me log in and then I'll explain exactly how it works and whether it's worth it or not. So I have now logged into the Crazy Rock game, and you can see my level here. You can see the tries I have. You have 20 tries here, or I have that right now. Once they have been used, you can watch ads to get more, or you can just wait and then it will automatically refill. So let's first just go over how the game actually works, and then we'll talk about the earning potential, how you supposedly can get paid and all that later. But you would need to click the start game, and you can see then it would be -1 try, so then I'll have fewer left of course there, but I will click here to play the game, and the idea is that I need to hit these monkeys there without, for example, hitting the people there in this case here. But the levels here, they will be different. There you can see that one was quite easy. Sometimes you might need to try a few more times there. Here, let's see there. See there, I actually failed because I hit the man there. So I can either skip it by watching an ad there, I can retry it, but then I use another try there. So then you need to be precise. You need to try to figure another way to do it there. But you see there, that's fine. That's how it works. And then you get some coins, you get some other things here, and that's how you supposedly earn. You can see then they are added here, the coins up here, and that's a part of the overall earning system, because the earnings don't just go up here in your actually dollar earnings there. And this is where it starts getting quite confusing. So let's dive a little bit deeper into that. So as I showed, often you get these coins, and then you can go over here and check the coins, and you can see you can exchange them for different things there, and then you can also withdraw the coins there. So, but it's quite challenging to understand exactly how it works actually. What I did here was that you can see right now I don't have enough of these shells there, so I need more to be able to exchange there, and you also get those when you actually play a game. But I kept doing this here once I played it when I first joined there, and then eventually then there were actually money added, but then so far that has led to 20 cents I've actually earned. But there's no help section, there's no FAQ section, and you just kind of have to randomly try there. They're not very transparent about how many coins do you need to actually get, for example, 10 cents and all that. So that's one thing I really don't like. They have all these other things where you see like $15, $2,000, 20,000 coins, or this is not $2,000, it's actually coins that you can then get and all that, right? So they have all that kind of other things that are promoting where you can earn extra coins, potentially extra also dollars for some of them if you invite people, for example. But what all of these methods here have in common is that they are not very transparent about how much you earn, how the system works. And for me, that's always a deal breaker, because there are so many apps and websites you can use when earning online. So if somebody wants me to actually use their game or their website or whatever it is, then they need to be completely clear about how it works, because usually when they're not transparent about it, it is to confuse you so you don't notice how much time you spend before you'll actually earn. But let's say you're patient enough to keep doing this and eventually earn. How can you then get paid? Let's look into that also. So when you jump to the withdrawal section, you can see that you need to earn $10 to be able to get paid, and then you can get paid via PayPal. But also see here, I've reached now, what was it, level 33 or something like that, and I've earned only 20 cents. And the amount of time that I would have to spend here to ever reach $10. I can't even calculate how many hours or weeks or months or whatever that would be. From what I've seen, some people also say, and if you've actually tried it yourself, I would love to hear your experiences about this. But what I have heard a lot of people say is also that you actually, when you get closer to the threshold, then often you start getting even lower rewards. So then it gets harder to actually reach the threshold. So it will take an extreme patience to do it. What I do like about it is that compared to certain other games, there are not as many ads. There's some games that I've also tested here, so where ads are just popping up every time you click something. Luckily, it doesn't happen here. You do have to watch quite a lot of ads if you ever want to get even close to the payout threshold, but it's not quite as annoying as some other games are like that. But you have to spend an extreme amount of time to even get close to the payout threshold. So as you can hear, I'm not too excited about this game, but if you actually look at the Google Play page there, you can see it has a lot of 5-star reviews actually. So let's just talk a little bit more about that next. So I now jump to the Google Play page, and you can see it actually has an average of 4.6 with more than 100,000 reviews. So it looks like a lot of people are very happy about it. But this is one of the reasons that I often don't actually just blindly trust whether it's Google Play or Trustpilot or what it is, because they're not very good at verifying reviews. It can be fake negative reviews, it can be fake positive reviews. It's very easy to manipulate it or target people if you want to do negative campaigns, or here maybe actually just get a lot of positive reviews. So that's why I also started making this channel, to actually do some testing and share my honest opinions and tests. But let's take a little bit closer look at this, because I think there's some suspicious things going on here. So if you, for example, look at this 5-star one, first of all the 5-star ones, basically they try to promote an invitation code, because then they think they can actually earn that way. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Another thing is, listen to the language. If you actually have a lot of experience online like I have, you can see when a review is actually has a point, or if it just sounds weird. So try to listen to this. Application that has complete features in it, so you won't get bored easily when accessing all the available service. The beginning is not the end. What was good at first gets better over time. There are many choices of exciting and fun games that can be played freely. Like, who writes like that? Right? Nobody that writes a real review writes like that. It's like, and all the 5-star reviews have, you see, invitation code, and then writes weird sentences like this, weird language. It's just not natural. So it seems like they are trying to get a lot of positive star ratings, but you can see there are also a lot of negative ones, where they, for example, say, when you try to withdraw or when you get closer, it gets harder and harder to earn. A lot of people, for example, actually find these reviews helpful, but the sheer volume, these 5-star reviews, that seem very strange. That makes it hard to actually get an average that actually really makes sense there. But you can see there's a ton of these 1-star reviews also that says that it takes long, it's disappointing because you earn less, it's hard to withdraw, all these different things here. So I just wanted to talk about that, because maybe you say like, oh, why are you so negative about it when there's so many 5-star reviews? And my point here is that the 5-star reviews, they're just promoting an invitation code. They seem definitely not natural. I can't say none of them are natural or anything like that, but we can also try here, just below here in the comments here, if you have actually tried it, what are your experiences, honest experiences? Again, it's easy to read if you're actually just getting hired by someone to come here and make it sound better than it is. So try to share your honest experiences. I would love to hear your experiences also, but based on my own testing and from what I hear from others and what I see here also, then definitely, in my opinion, it is potentially an app where you actually can earn. So I'm not saying you can't earn, I'm just saying it takes an extreme amount of patience, and I have tested hundreds of different apps and websites, so I also know when something takes this much patience here and they are not more transparent about how the system works, then why not just focus on some of the ones that are more effective and more transparent and where you faster can get paid. At least that's my approach to it. If you want to see a list of my top recommended ways to earn by playing games, I do have one on my website. I will leave a link to that below. Also, if you're just in general interested in side hustles, I also have a list of 20 free side hustles you can do from home. I'll also leave a link to that that below so you can go and check that out. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.